Hello, people. It's your host, man, back again. Finally, no more club football. For some of us, obviously, that is a sigh of relief, especially for the individuals in North London that are representing their teams today. But listen, we're not going to banter everyone. First and foremost, huge congratulations to Chelsea. I know, huge achievement. You got to give respect where it's due, man. They won the Champions League. It is what it is, and also congratulations to Unai Emery as well. Fair play. He did what he got to do and outplayed us really on the night. So you got to respect.
What did Unai Emery do?
Part the bus and did what he did to win the game. Listen, it's a cup final, man. I ain't bitter. You got to do what you got to do what you got to do to win the thing. Simple.
Good evening. Good evening.
Exactly. Simple as that, mate. I'll take it. You know what? It is what it is. Obviously, Ali out, as always, you know the thing. Anyways, let's get into it. No more club football start. As always, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We've already got Big Rod in the chat, so we need more right backs. I don't think 4 is enough. I think very valid point. Marie with the fire emojis. Obviously, that's got to be for us 4 beautiful people. And the United way, yes, boys, you'll love to see it. As always, we are joined by Xavi and Iniesta, or should we say Henderson and Mount. Or Foden, I don't know which one you guys want, because obviously
Mount and Foden's okay. Don't mention the other guy's name. Don't do them things.
What do you reckon? Phillips and Rice, maybe? Ward-Prowse? What would you say?
Phillips and Ward-Prowse, that
will do. Obviously, I would say.
I said Ward-Prowse.
Yeah, I'll go for Fred and McTominay, innit?
All right, fuck
yeah.
He's actually gone.
That legendary midfield, innit?
Jeremiah, the evening, guys, it's coming home. You love to see it. England. Yeah, what's your
It's coming home.
It's coming home. Sorry, what's that? Anyways, as you can see, it's a predictions video, so we're going to predict everything that we think is going to happen in the Euros. Basically, this is an opportunity for us to get, violated as well in the group chat. Come back and look at this video at the end of the Euros and see who was the closest. First and foremost, we've got Kojo in the building. What are you saying, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Firstly, I want to give a big shout out to my boy Patrice Evra for what was a beautiful video. And Liam Gallagher tweeting, if your mom said if you ain't got nothing to say, don't say at all. Check your tweets, my brother. You're a liar. You're not following that. You're not following what she's told you. But other than that, now I'm good. It's great to be back on the show, man. Tuesday night special for Usman Talks United, the Rival Fan Podcast.
Yeah, you love to see it. Finally talking international football. That's what it's all about. Gail, what are you saying, brother?
All good, all good. I don't know what's worse, to be honest with you, international football or Arsenal Football Club. So
I mean, it's definitely Arsenal. Let's be real, isn't it?
To be fair,
but you got one player in there, so if you do win anything, Arsenal fans would claim you've won it. So it's all good.
Absolutely, especially if he scores the winning goal, definitely.
Yeah, you can be like Dan claiming West Ham winning the World Cup to this day.
It's not just Dan, to be honest. It's also every West Ham.
I mean, they don't have a lot to cheer about, so they have Dan. Do you know what I mean? Last but not least, we got Kish in the building. Unlike us, he's actually got a top quality player in the England team, so you love to see it. Kish, what you saying, bro? How you feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
How long?
Looking forward to...
For how long does he have that top quality player?
He's a good
I'm looking forward to jumping on the KNFC bandwagon for this summer, do you know what I mean? For one last ride, one last time, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you love to see it. It's a shame Dele Alli made the team with that. Trippier's there as well, Kish. You can cheer about him.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, of course. Listen,
one of the 1,000 players that have won a trophy since the league as well.
Well, I'm not going to say that because half of Inter Milan is our team. But anyways, listen, we're going to get into it. First and foremost, we're going to start with the England announcement because, of course, I don't know if everyone's supporting England. I'm just assuming we are. Might be a bit. Are we all supporting England? I don't know. To be honest with you, my club is shit, so I'm going to support who wins. I'll just throw it out right now. I need some.
I respect it.
Let's go. But yeah, I'm going to start with the England squad announcement. We have got a graphic for you. I know we've really upgraded. However, it's absolutely, it's not working properly. So, Coach, have you got? I can't see it. There you go, lads. That's the squad. Anyways, that's enough of that chat. Let's move on. No, I'm joking. Has anyone got the squad to hand? I'm going to have to read it because I can't.
All right, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Kojo, do your thing. Read out the squad.
All right, from goalkeepers first, we have the wonderful Jordan Pickford. We have relegated Sam Johnstone.
Okay, fair enough.
We have not coming off penalties in the cup final, Dean Henderson. Yes.
Allow the club football, man. I'm done.
There you go. Then we got, is he going to be in? Is he going to be out? Was missed one England game. The whole world ended. Trent Alexander-Arnold, that right back.
Oh, my God.
We got Champions League winner, to be fair, Ben Chilwell.
Okay, fair.
We got
Trent's a Champions League winner as well, to be fair.
I mean, he didn't win it this year.
but not this year, so we don't talk about this
Champions League holder, then. Fair enough.
We got kind of Cody. Another Champions League winner in Reece James. We have the Ferry, the one and only Ferry that is Harry Maguire. You have a very, very angry face, very tall guy, blocks, but not really great. Tyrone Mings.
A faster Ferry, to be honest with you.
Wait,
A very fast.
Yeah, I can't believe Mings made it. Like,
neither can I. My affectionately called BBW, Luke Shaw. The man that came back and put Laporte in his place, John Stones. Whipping Excursion, which is AKA Kieran Trippier. And Mimi Kyle Walker.
Okay.
Now you got talent in the midfield in Jude Bellingham. Not going to disrupt him. He's a real G.
Baller.
You've got hasn't played for about 4 or 5 months, but going to make the squad anyway. Jordan Henderson.
Big facts.
Champions League winner Mason Mount.
No, not played again minutes since February, but he makes it in.
Yep. Champions League winner Mason Mount. Leeds apparently better than or more potential than Declan Rice, despite being 5 years older than him. Calvin Phillips. And then you got West Ham finalist Declan Rice. DCL, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who had pretty much what I would call an Emmanuel Adebayor season.
I mean, that's
disrespectful to
Adebayor. Yeah, what the hell's that about?
As in what, having a purple patch and not doing anything for the next 10 games? Am I lying?
I mean, he's ran the full pitch to celebrate. For me, that's legendary.
I was talking about his legendary run at Arsenal, to be honest with you.
All right, cool.
Sorry.
Right,
Tell me one goal that match from DCL that matches Adebayor's against Tottenham. You can't do it. So there we go.
I didn't say it was the same talent. I just
whatever. Yeah, move on.
Right, cool. I mean, naturally, you can go through Arsenal players that have done this. It's okay. Phil Foden, I like him, so I'm not going to disrespect him. Jack Grealish is in there. Harry Kane, Quiche Boy, aka Randy Orton in this group chat. Marcus Rashford, who has not been in form all season but has 22 goals for some reason. Bukayo Saka. A real G, without him. Jadon Sancho, who did not make Gary Neville or Jimmy Carragher's squads, apparently. And Raheem Sterling.
Wow.
Why'd you put the accent on at the end?
Because he's not English, he's Jamaican, and we're going to respect it like that. You know what I'm saying?
You can say that for half the people in this squad.
And we will do that as well. Apart from the Sayi who was talking about chickens in Ghana. That's a lie. So, yeah, that's the squad for you.
Wait, is that so you got Ghanaian?
Yeah.
He's Ghanaian, yeah.
The good, right? Yo, one of the greatest of all time. Violate your country like that.
The 2010 World Cup, when he was commenting, when he was doing punditry, he was talking about chickens in the road, and Michael lost.
Yeah, he's like, I can hear people celebrating all the chickens on the road. I was like, wait, what?
Listen, he's an absolute G. I
love him. Yeah,
man. What a player.
You got boy by Thierry, though.
I mean, who just said fucking hell? That's the standard thing. Oh wait, boy, off the pitch or on the pitch?
On the pitch, as in on the roads.
Oh, right. I think you said something else. Don't worry about it. Anyways, let's get into it. So obviously, regarding the squad, I'm just gonna throw it out there first and foremost. I'm gonna say names that I personally don't think they should be in the squad. Who should be in the squad? Obviously, Lawless isn't here. He can't connect for whatever reason, so I gotta represent him straight up there. Jesse Lingard, fucking hell, how is he not in that team? Yeah. I'm gonna say a couple of people that could have been over. Obviously, you guys let me know. I think Saka being in the team should. I understand Saka's a utility player, and I get that, but he's not a specialist, and then he's not realistically gonna play. He's not gonna play left back, for me personally. He's not gonna play up front at any point, bar a crazy amount of injuries. And I'm not saying Lingard would play. However, Lingard off the bench or Saka off the bench, I just think Lingard offers more for goal threat. I think he'd be more for a better option. But that's just me personally. That's just one player. I'm sure there's probably going to be other people throw out. But what are you guys' thoughts first and foremost on Lingard's omission from the team?
Don't agree with it. Not happy with that, to be honest. I'm not happy with a lot of selections in this team, particularly having 4 right backs. I understand that Kyle Walker could be a potential other right back and maybe at a 3-man defense, or if one of the centre backs get injured, he could take their place, of course. But you don't need 4 right backs. I think the midfield having 5 players is actually kind of weak.
That's what I was thinking.
It's very tiny, and I get it. I know the forwards, they kind of count as midfielders, for example. Like your Foden can play out wide as a winger, midfielder, winger, or whatever you want to call it.
Grealish as well.
Grealish as well. But there's only two names that keep bothering me in that team. And they are two centre-backs who I don't think should have been in there. But
who you putting in instead, though?
So instead of Tyrone Mings and what's the other one? Connor Cody. Yeah, I would have put Ben White and either Tomori or Konsa.
I think Tomori or Konsa have to be in that team. One of them.
Yeah, 100%. But Konsa even made the original 33. He didn't.
No, I mean, how is Mings made over Konsa? Like, I don't understand.
That's my point.
Mings is shit. Like, did you see the way Greenwood just rolled in and he scored that goal for us, coach? When we beat them recently, when near post, when Saka played it to him on the right wing and Greenwood just rolls him and hits it near post. Keeper probably should have done better, but you know, like it was just so easy. Like I know Greenwood's a talent, but that's against Greenwood, bro. What the fuck is he gonna do against the best? Like when we come up against.
If you look at his team, he's gone based on versatility and options. Saka can play in about 3-4 different positions, either in defence or midfield. Lingard can't. Lingard pretty much plays attacking roles, which, in my opinion, you need. You need game changers rather than someone that can be versatile. Trent as well. There's been a very misleading stat that's come up which shows Trent stats compared to other players, but. I know a guy on our chat, Aaron, doesn't agree, but I think errors leading to goals is massively vital because when it comes to Euros and World Cups, it is those little mistakes that cost you these competitions. It's if a Champions League final is costed by a selection, then a Euros game is costed by one mistake, one error. And in defence with this England team, it's got players in abundance that a mistake can happen from. Again, I'm not saying that mistakes don't happen, but he's been prone to it this season. Listen, based on talent and ability, yes, he should be in the squad. But if you base it on form, then surely no, because surely. And I listened to this on Talksport. Talksport is a load of BS, but at this point I did agree on. You're going to a world competition or Euro competition. Why not pick players based on their form? Why not pick someone who's already come off a good season and who's
it's all about confidence.
The Henderson one really frustrates me. I get leadership and captaincy and people like that. I understand that, but the difference between him and Maguire's last game was about 2 weeks ago. Henderson's not played in 6 months. And it's true. What if one of them could easily get injured, or maybe both of them could get injured? But I'd be more leeway towards Henderson getting injured. Ward-Prowse has played every game for Southampton this season. Set pieces, delivery. It could come to the point where you've got people like Maguire, you've got people like.
I mean, you've got
big physical players that can score from set pieces. So why not have someone? Ward-Prowse, on the money every time. Free kicks, set pieces.
I mean,
Trippier, exactly. Then you need him. To be honest, listen, I think in general it's what people expected. The squad, we can't deny it is what people expected, but you were just hoping that Southgate would have the guts. I think he's bottled a lot of the things. Having a 33-man squad instead of 26 when everyone had already cut their squad down shows to me that there was no confidence. Having 4 right-backs in an international squad, again, shows that he's got no bottle, because a manager with bottle would have removed one of those, because even with 3 right-backs, you're still piled. That shows to me that as a manager, Southgate hasn't got the bottle to actually be decisive in his selection. I don't agree with that. Someone put a point, though, about Bamford. And I got a lot of abuse the other week on Twitter, yeah. And listen, my point on Bamford is it's justified of him not being selected for the Euros, and the reason why is
I don't think Bamford should be.
How many chances do Leeds create? How many opportunities do Leeds create? And how many chances does Bamford miss? If you put someone like Watkins in that team, or maybe even someone else, a fit Danny Ings, he'd probably get about 30 goals in that team.
I reckon not. Just on the Bamford, obviously you've gone through quite a lot there, so I don't know where to start. But was to start quickly with I think personally, I'm surprised he's only got 2 strikers. If Kane, God forbid, gets injured, we've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin for the rest of the tournament. That's it. And then we have to play I suppose Rashford could technically be up front, but he's, as Kojo would say, he's not good up front.
Historically, he's not good either. Yeah.
But no, it's not, even the eye test suggests he can't play up front. He's just too hard to do it. But let's go back to the right backs, and then we get through the whole. There's a lot to dissect, as you can imagine. For me personally, I would not have taken Trent as well. And I know that's a controversial opinion because Trent, let's be real, he's the best attacking fullback in the league without doubt. On his day up there with the world. But he's not shown that for the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, how many months. Like, I know he's had a couple of good games of late, but for me personally, that is not warranting the start for him to be over James or Trippier. James has just won the Champions League and he's playing very well. And Trippier, very experienced, and he's just won the league with Atletico Madrid. Like, for me personally, Kyle Walker's gonna be a right centre back.
Yeah,
we got Jeremiah saying Cody and Mings and that are not going to play, but he's going to play 3 centre backs all he is. So if one of them gets injured, one of them 2 is starting, whether it be like it or not. He's not going to change the formation. So just to answer that one, but coming back to the right back situation, you know, what are your guys' thoughts, Kale and Cody? What are your thoughts? Do you think Trent deserves a spot? Are people just blowing it out of proportion that he shouldn't be in his team? And if not, who would you have put in instead?
The thing is, what we all grown up on is the phrase that form is temporary, class is permanent. You can't tell me there that on his day, Trent Alexander-Arnold isn't better than Reece James, isn't better than Kyle Walker, isn't better than Kieran Trippier. You can't tell me that. So I feel that you need to, for that reason alone, Trent Alexander-Arnold needs to be in his team. It seems like he's going to play 3 at the back, which seems cowardly to my opinion.
Jeremiah's in 4-3-3, not in a million years is he playing.
I don't think he'll do 4-3-3.
No chance.
That in terms of midfield, that is far too sparse for them to do anything. I feel like what he's going to do is play 3 at the back, Trent right wing back, maybe Shaw. I think Saka gets into this team. I think Saka plays left wing back. Or if he had any smarts, he plays Saka left wing back.
I mean, if you play Saka left wing back over Shaw, I'm not watching him.
But Shaw has. That's fair enough. But Shaw hasn't been proven to play well as a left wing back. Saka has. So I feel like on that basis, Saka, if he does play,
I would play Chilwell. Then I wouldn't play Saka. Saka for me
Chilwell's there.
Isn't in contention at all for me.
Chilwell's there, but I'd still prefer Saka. But then yes, but the Arsenal fan in me. Midfield, I feel like he's gonna play Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice, or a mixture of Jordan Henderson is playing. You can't tell me anything different.
I mean, he shouldn't be,
especially considering the leadership skills. No, that's fun fair. He does have leadership skills, but he's just not that good of a midfielder. Jordan Henderson's guaranteed to play up next to either Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice.
Samson's just said this, Kale, which is what I was going to say before. Defensively, this is regarding Trent, of course. Why do we just ignore defensive duties of defenders these days regarding Trent?
Oh no, I don't. I don't think that he's that good I know he's not that good defensively.
You were saying that he should make the team, and on his day he's better than obviously X, Y, and Z. That's
because he is though. He has a proven track record of being he's one of, if not the best right back in world football. You can't disagree with that over here.
I agree. I agree with that. However, just to give you an example of what I'm trying to get at is, hypothetically speaking, Raheem Sterling, barred, let's say this season, you would put him in the same category as Trent in terms of, like last season, everyone was loading Raheem Sterling as you know, he's on the form of his life, he's world class, whatever you class it as. And now this season, Raheem Sterling does not start with Grealish, even Rashford for me.
Oh yeah, but there you go.
I think it's the exact same with Trent. Like, you've got to base it on form. On form, you can't start Trent over Trippier or James for me. Because I think that's not suicide, but I think
the thing with Sterling and with Trent Alexander that's different is that Jadon Sancho and Raheem Sterling are fairly, and maybe you can add Rashford to that. They're fairly similar in terms of degree of quality. Obviously, Sterling has has longevity on his side, but in terms of Trent's been going at it for the past 2 out of 3 years. Reece James has been solid and he played very well in the Champions League final.
I'm saying
he hasn't been that great.
I don't know what everyone else thinks.
Trippier,
that's what I would go for.
I don't know about Trippier either.
With the experience he's got, with Kyle Walker next to him in right centre back, I think that would work nicely.
But then again, the experience that Trent has as well. I feel like playing 3 centre backs and Trent gives Trent the platform to obviously do what he does best, which is get forward up.
We'll get to the front 3 boys. Sorry, this isn't about just about England. We're just discussing the squad. Obviously, closer to the games, we'll do proper previews and explain that. Oh shit, never mind. I need to start reading the messages. Right, Cody, let's get your thoughts on. You've heard what Kale said. obviously, I personally don't agree with it, using the Raheem Sterling example. Raheem Sterling the season before, similar to Trent, would be a shoo-in for the team. However, based on form, there's no way Raheem Sterling starts with me. And it's the same with Trent. But yeah, what are your thoughts, Sqaud?
No, the thing is, I hear what Kel's saying, and he's not wrong. It's one of those ones where when they have someone like Trent, who again has that proven traffic record over the last 2 out of 3 years, they're gonna say, look, the guy has the quality, regardless, he has to be in the team. This year has not been a good year for him. He's not been in form.
Absolutely not.
But then Trippier has also missed about a third of the season because of betting, especially through betting and stuff like that. Reece James.
I mean, UEFA and FIFA love corruption, so he'll do well.
Well, yeah, they can't really talk either, but you know how it goes. And then you've got Reece James, who has been good. No, to be fair, he's been good this season, but he's had his on and off times this season as well. I just think with Trent, and I hate saying this because just like you guys know, and as Simpson knows, as he's in the comments about defenders, you know how I feel about defenders and how they should defend, how they should be able to defend primarily. But if they do play a three at the back and Kyle Walker is that third centre back, he helps compensate for
protection
when he goes forward, and that's why someone like Trent will actually thrive in that. Trent doesn't have to be a right back; it doesn't have to be a wing back per se. He can just be a wide forward or a winger, and just focus on just delivering balls into a Kane or DCL if need be. So I think that's why they have taken him. There was a lot of questions as to if they're going to take him because he hasn't been in form, but at the end of the day, he's got the quality on his day, just like most people, to do his thing. So I think that's why he's going to be in that squad anyway.
Fair enough. Right. Okay. Listen. Let's move on from the England squad. Obviously, everyone's entitled to their opinion, that kind of thing. I can understand why Trent isn't there, but I just don't think he should. He should not work with his full right back. I think that one of them has to be removed for Lingard. I just think that's an absolute disgrace. Like, I just need to make that very clear. Lingard not being in the team, I don't care who takes out. There's no way Lingard doesn't make that team. I just don't understand how that's a thing. We need goals. Like, we need match winners, and Lingard is that guy.
That's also another indication of how he's going to line up. Coach said, he's going to play three at the back. Yeah, he's going to.
And he's still going to play two sort of defensive players.
Holding midfielders,
I really hope he doesn't play Phillips and Henderson. Like, for me, Mason Mount has to.
Is Henderson Phillips or Henderson and Rice? Guaranteed.
Mason Mount has to get in that. Somehow he needs to be in that diamond midfield. He has to get involved. Like, you can't go to a Euros, play a back three, and then play Declan Rice, Henderson, and Calvin Phillips. I'm turning the TV off. Like, I'm not watching it if that's the case.
No, he won't play all three. Mason Mount,
trust me.
It depends who he's playing against, isn't it? Obviously, when you're playing against the so-called better teams, he will definitely go with the Henderson and Rice, probably. I don't know, or Phillips.
I just don't understand what Henderson gives you apart from leadership. I don't know what he does. I'm so confused.
I mean, at the moment, nothing over Mount because he's not in fit. But listen, obviously, if you are joining us, make sure you keep getting your comments in. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel, of course. Jeremiah's saying no need for right backs. Right, okay, so this is going to be this is the best part of the video now. We're going to be doing all the predictions for the Euros. Obviously, I want every single one of you, pardon me, get your comments in, right? I'm going to put it on screen. Obviously, that way we can all watch them back. So if you've got a prediction, this is your chance. So I'm going to put everyone's predictions on the screen so, everyone can have, their thoughts when we watch it back and how long. But anyways, let's get into it. First and foremost, the way we're going to do it is we're just going to go through who we think is going to go through the group. I think that makes the most sense to start like that. It's going to be a bit of a long video, so get your popcorn ready, that kind of stuff. Anyways, let's start with Group A. So all I want is it's hard to say three teams, all right? So we're going to give ourselves benefit of the doubt, obviously. So let's say the two teams are going to think they're going to go through. So first group, Italy, Switzerland, Turkey, and Wales. I mean, it's a tricky group. I'll just kick it off very quickly. Italy to top it, and I'm going to say Wales to come second. Kojo, what are your thoughts?
I completely agree with that. I was going to say Turkey are always a dodgy one.
That's what
every once in a while, they have a very good tournament. Every once in a while. So there could be ones to watch. Switzerland, I just don't think they have enough in them to even get through. So
Granit Xhaka, bro, don't worry about it. He'll turn up.
And the great Xherdan Shaqiri. So, I'm going to go with Italy and Wales as well.
I mean, Switzerland should not be underestimated, just FYI.
No, there was an element of seriousness in that Xhaka and Shaqiri comments because they do turn up for international tournaments.
100%.
That's true. Actually, yeah.
Xhaka in particular is brilliant. No jokes aside, banter aside, he's very good for Switzerland. He always has been. We got big runs in Italy and Turkey and Wales. Turkey and Wales.
Oh,
Okay, Turkey dark horse. A lot of people saying that in the chat. Interesting. I'm not even aware of that. I don't know what they've got there. Chinoglu, Turkish? I don't even know. Anyways, moving on. Oh, sorry, Kish, sorry, apologies. What's your prediction?
Yeah, Italy and Switzerland. I mean, I agree. Shaqiri always has a knack. He turns up for his country all the time.
Oh, they've got Alaba too as well, of course.
Yeah, Mbolo, Safarovic, Zakaria.
Alaba's Austrian.
Oh no, Alaba is Austrian. Yeah. Right.
Switzerland have got some really good players, and they always turn up for their country. So I can see them coming second.
All right, fair enough. Right, so we've got quite variant. So we've got Italy, Switzerland, Italy, Wales for a few of us. We've got Turkey, Wales in the chat, which would be controversial in terms of, Italy are kind of slight favourites to an extent. Anyways, moving on. Group B, we've got Belgium, Denmark, Finland, and Russia. Honestly, we love a Lukaku stat pad, don't we? We really do. I'm going to say Belgium and Denmark. Cody, what do you reckon?
I want to say Belgium and Russia.
No, that's what I was thinking. Russia as well. Okay, fair enough. Kiel, what you saying?
Depends on if Russia allowed PEDs this tournament. I'm not sure. I'm only joking. It'll be Belgium and it'll be Belgium Denmark.
Belgium, Russia, and Case, what you saying?
Yeah, I think Belgium, Russia.
Oh, we got 2 for 2 then. Okay, fair enough. Interesting. So it's quite evident no one rates Finland here, so watch them get the top. Group C. I didn't even know. I'll be honest with you guys. I've not watched much international football, so I'm not really kept up to date. But I didn't even know North Macedonia qualified, so that says a lot about me. So fair play to them first and foremost. Austria, Netherlands, North Macedonia, and Ukraine. I mean, it has to be Netherlands to have to get through. I feel like they bottled it though, so I'm going to say Austria first, and then Netherlands second. Cody, what do you reckon?
I'm going to say Ukraine first, the Dutch second. I don't trust them to top it.
I don't as well. I really don't think they're going to come first. Watch them fucking win the whole thing now. I can't wait to watch this video back at the end of the tournament. It's going to be a good laugh. Right, Kale, what are you saying?
Netherlands. And I hope my boy Goran Pandev has a good tournament. So I'm going North Macedonia.
Jeez. You heard it here first. Kale called the North Macedonia, right? I don't want to hear any other BS. Did I call it? Kale's called that one, all right? Kish, what do you say, G?
Yeah, I'm going to go Ukraine top and Netherlands second. At the second, I do not rate Frank de Boer as a manager. I think he's terrible. If it was, I think he's such a poor manager. I've never rated him, but I think if they had Koeman, then for me it would have been a better opportunity. But yeah, I think they will struggle.
I mean, that's 27 minutes and 50 seconds. If they win it, I'm clipping that. Holland and Ukraine for stamps. Netherlands, Austria, Belgium. Oh, that's the previous one. Never mind. Moving on to Group D, which is, of course, England's group. And I must say, this group is actually very difficult. It's very, very difficult. And I've actually got a couple of predictions for it, but obviously we'll get through that. So we've got Croatia, Czech Republic, England, of course, and Scotland. I will start with Croatia first. I mean, they just seem to have England's number. I don't know why. They're not the greatest team, but they've got talent there, haven't they? Although they're getting on a bit. So I'm going to go Croatia first, and I'm going to say England just scrape second. I'm literally talking 1 point. Cody, what are your thoughts?
I'm saying Croatia first. I think they're making it through. See, thing with England. I don't know if England are going to beat Scotland,
Honest to God, I've got England to draw to Scotland.
I think they might lose that game, actually.
I've got England to draw to Scotland, lose to Croatia, and beat Czech. That's what I've got. So 4 points.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to say England, but if I can just do like a cheeky dark horse, if it's not England, I think Scotland will jump in there.
I mean, that would be the definition of scenes, that one, if Scotland overtake England, given the better talent. And what if Scott McTominay scores and doesn't need that? I wouldn't be mad about it. I'm just throwing that out there now. That's just me. Kale, what are you saying, bro?
So is it Scotland, England, Croatia,
and Czech
Republic?
Ah.
They're a good team as well. That's even they can't even count them.
Yeah, it's one of those weird ones. I don't know about Croatia, you know. I mean, yes, they got Modric. Yes, they got Kovacic and
Perisic alive.
Who?
Brozovic.
Perisic, Brozovic, Rakitic. I mean, they were my dark horses for the World Cup and the previous Euros. And they obviously got to the World Cup final that year.
I mean, my dark horses were France. I'm not flexing, but you know,
they shouldn't have been your dark horses.
I mean, you come on.
I'll trust England. I feel like England's going to nick a whole bunch of 1-0. So England top, Croatia second.
Fair enough. I'm sure the fans won't complain if Kane's scoring penalties. I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
Exactly.
Kish, what are you saying?
England, I think England are actually going to have a really good Euros, especially after the World Cup a couple of years ago. I think England are going to top. Croatia are going to come second, but I think what people are missing is that Croatia team is aging hard. And in international football, you need runners. And I think Modric isn't 25 anymore. Neither is Perisic and a couple of other players. So yeah, I think they'll come second, but I think it'll be closer than what people think. And I think Scotland will get a lot of backing and a lot of support. So that could be close between Croatia and Scotland, in my opinion.
Interesting. Could you anything to add to that? Because obviously going to watch this back at the end of the Euros. So any cheeky little predictions? I feel like you've got something in your head. So do you want to just chuck it out just in case you might be on the money?
I'm just gonna say when England and Scotland meet, I think Bob's is gonna have the best day of his life.
Oh yeah, of course, Bob. Shout out to Bob's, by the way. Scotland do well. Just know I'm half Scottish as well. Somehow, and a third Welsh. I don't know. Chuck it in there.
Let me try that Scott Mac drip and them and there.
Scott Mac drip.
Yes. You look to
for that game, I just probably will bite me in the ass, but it is what it is. I'm gonna say Scotland 2, England 1.
You're crying freedom, bare hard, boy.
Yeah, besides Bali Osman, on Samson, bro. Thank you for always showing love, my guy. Right, moving on to the next group. I don't know, I'm shouting, but you know, it is what it is. Moving on to the next group. So. Also, just to clarify, keep getting your predictions on, James, if you just joined us. I can see that. Because we're going to put them on the screen. Obviously, we can all watch the video back later at the end of the thing. We'll see what everyone's comments were. Because I don't want to say I call X, Y, and Z. Put it in the chat, and then we'll put it on the screen. Anyways, moving on to Group E, which, to be fair, I mean, this should be a foregone conclusion, but you never know in these days and age. Poland, Slovakia, Spain, and Sweden. I mean, there's a couple of tricky games in there. Obviously, Lewandowski is the G. Is Lewandowski fit?
Yeah.
I don't know much about Milik, but is he alive? Is he still good?
He's still about. Yeah, he's still doing.
Man had a bad World Cup, you know. Still, you know, man was on that thing, but I might be.
Did
Euros, was it Euros? Was it Euros? I don't know. It might be Euros actually.
As long as I don't remember Milik doing anything last World Cup.
It was probably Euros. It was probably Euros then. I'm bad. Anyways, either way, I don't think the Spanish team is that good either.
Hey. Even though they are missing Triple H. They are missing the King of Kings.
I mean, it is good, don't get me wrong, but obviously. Anyways, I'm digressing. Spain first, Poland second, you know, got whatever flipping Muller says about Lewandowski, that word. Kojo, what are you saying?
I'm saying Spain first, Slovakia second.
Slovakia, shout. Kojo with the shout.
What?
Spain, Sweden, yeah. Kale, what you saying?
He's that rattled that he's paused.
Exactly, yeah. His hamstick still there for Slovakia.
Yeah. But he's old now, isn't he? He's old as well, yeah.
Exactly. I don't know. I feel like Spain might flop, to be honest with you.
Damn.
I feel like Spain will flop.
I'm getting the back because I ain't got Ramos. I know he's obviously injured, but
I'm going Sweden, Poland.
I like it, Kill. I like it. We've got Spain, Sweden here. We've got Spain, Poland here, which is what I said, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I said. Kish, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I think I'll go for Spain, Poland. Sweden, Ibrahimovic getting injured and coming back from his retirement for Sweden. I think that's a bitter pill to swallow. He's had a good season as well. It's just a shame.
He's not fit, is he? He's not fit.
Nah, he done his leg literally a couple of weeks before.
Is he not fit?
Nah,
he got injured.
Taking it
Came
back.
out
Taking it back.
retirement just to be in the Euros and is injured, so he's going to
All right,
miss it.
Spain and Poland it is then.
No. No, I'm joking. You can have it. I'm assuming Poland at first because you did have Spain in the top.
I really hope Lewandowski actually has a good international.
I
tournament.
really hope.
I don't think I've never seen him have a good international tournament.
Nah, he's done alright.
I've never seen him do bits in the international tournament.
I mean, I want him to win that gold. I'm not golden, but I want him to win that Ballon d'Or. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. So I hope he pops off for the home man.
Not this year.
I mean, what 40 plus goals in the league? I mean, is that?
To be fair, he should have won it last year. They robbed him.
I think he should win it this year, but that's just me personally. It's either him or Bruno. Anyways, moving on. This is the one, really, isn't it? France, Germany, Hungary, and Portugal. I mean, realistically speaking, 3 will go through, but we're going to predict the 2. So just if you're watching this back later, just bear that in mind, okay? We're predicting only 2 teams to go through because that's what we can guarantee. I mean, France are definitely coming top.
Definite?
Hey, I don't know.
No, France are coming top. I'm confident in that. They got Kante. We'll be good. I said we, like I supporting them, you know, is what it is. France.
I lay the blue, eh?
You know, I'm a glory supporter. What can I say? France first. No, I'm going to say Germany second and Portugal third. So I do think Portugal will get through, but obviously I'm just, you know. In fact, no, what am I on about? No, sorry, ignore that. Portugal second. What I just remembered who's in their team. They've got like fucking everybody.
That team is nuts.
Portugal second, maybe even first. I bottled that one. France, Portugal, then Germany. Kojo, what are you saying?
I'm saying Portugal, France, Germany. Wouldn't it be jokes, by the way, if Hungary come out of nowhere?
That's what I was thinking. That's the kind of person I'm supporting Hungary in that group without a doubt. Like, not just because it benefits England, but it'd just be funny to watch. Kish, what are you saying? We've got France, Portugal by Kiel, France and Germany by James. What are you saying, Kish?
Yeah, I'm going to go for a tough one, actually. I want to go for Portugal and then France second.
All right. Are you going Germany third or Hungary?
Yeah, I think Germany have been struggling international for a couple of years now. So I think they'll find it tough.
I mean, they've got some decent players, but yeah, obviously they're not going to.
It's a bit like Spain. Spain aren't the team that they were about 6 to 8 years ago.
That's true. I mean,
it's one of those weird ones, though. It's one of those weird ones where Germany, because if you look at that team is just full of talent.
I mean, there's not a lot of talent.
If they manage to gel, which I don't think is possible on the level.
You forgot that there's Werner up front, so. You know,
I mean, no, but this is just me throwing it out there. Am I right in thinking Sane right wing, Gnabry left wing?
No, Sane left, Gnabry right.
Whichever way around, them 2 on the wings. Werner up front and Havertz in cam. Is that right?
Well, Thomas Muller sometimes starts.
Yeah, but it's not a bad option to mention that Muller is the guy.
I'm looking at this squad right now. So, boy, this can't. Kevin Volland is still making teams, but. Havertz, Sane, Goretzka, Gundogan, Thomas Muller.
Yeah.
Thomas Muller is back.
Yeah.
Joshua Kimmich. Hold on, wait. No, I need to think of this through. I need to think this through. Wait, hold on.
That's what I mean. That people are sleeping on Germany. That's why I had him higher. Like, I think Kimmich, look, they got Kimmich, they got Goretzka, they got a lot of Bayern's players there. You got to bear that in mind.
Yeah, like, Nicolas Soule's there.
Exactly. They've got that chemistry.
The problem is, though, if you look at that Portugal team, you put Ronaldo up front. You got João Felix, Bruno Fernandes. You've got Bernardo Silva. You know, you got these men in behind Ronaldo up front, and that's Diego Jota. Like all these people. You got Renato Sanchez. Who won the league with Lille this season as well.
I mean, they're very top heavy though. I know Ruben Diaz is obviously down the back.
Andre Silva, who's just had a mega season in Germany. Do you know what I mean? It's a tough one.
You're talking about Ruben Diaz, Cancelo. Nuno Mendes is good. Guerrero, Jean Moutinho still made it. Danilo Pereira, Renato Sanchez.
Sanchez is good. He's had a very good thing.
I think Portugal in defence have a good mix because if you start Ruben Diaz and say Pepe had a really good season.
This is my thought. What Samson said here. This is why I was like Germany because like they just
that is true.
Not last World Cup though.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Last World Cup, they stank out the joint.
And Portugal are defending champions. So, you know.
If Portugal finished third and go through as one of the best losers and win it again.
Yeah, that's
it's war.
And the thing was, Hungary was in their group as well. They drew 2-2. Obviously, Ronaldo got the brace in it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So it could happen. To be honest, it's a bit of a cop up. I do think all three will go through. I think we all in agreement.
Oh yeah.
But potentially they might not, because they might take so much points off one of them, innit? Do you know what I mean? But anyways, we digress. Right, okay, so we've gone through the groups. Obviously, that's just the boring part. We're gonna go into should we start with the dark horse? I feel like we should start with the dark horse team.
Okay.
It was because I'm gonna let someone else go first, because I'm not giving it any thought. I've just got back from my trip. So man has barely even thought about it. So no, Coach is quite knowledgeable. So Coach, you go first. Dark horse. Everyone who's in the chat, get your dark horse team in and I'll put it on the screen. Who's your dark horse?
Wait, let me go through the groups again. I just need to make sure I know who I'm thinking about.
Right, obviously, as the boys are contemplating the dark. You know what? I feel like Germany. No one's even rating them. Does that count?
I guess so, because people.
I mean, no one's even speaking about Germany.
I'm gonna pick a team which no one's really mentioned for a while. Italy.
Yeah.
More defense with Bonucci and Chiellini. You can still turn up in an odd tournament. You've got some good players. Immobile, who still bangs goals.
Just to clarify, when I say dark horse, I mean a team that does well. It don't necessarily have to win it, but obviously does well. You always have that one team every tournament.
But no one expects Italy, and no one really expects anything of Italy. No one expects anything anymore.
I can accept Italy. I don't know what the guys think.
Roberto Mancini as a manager, he can still achieve results.
I mean, he'll do a job. Right, Italy. I think that's a decent shout. I didn't say this at the start, but I'm going to just say it now. We can't choose the same team. So I'm taking Germany, boys.
For goodness sake.
I'm taking Germany.
Osman, how is Osman dropping the most important part of that at the end?
Someone said England. Samson said England. I don't know. Technically, you couldn't have England, but
they are dark horse. Yeah. All right. So who do you say?
We've gone for dark horses to win it. Really, all our teams can't win it, can't they? Really.
Well, no, that's the point of a dark horse, right?
Yeah, fuck it, go on then. Kale, who's your dark horse to win it?
It was gonna be Germany.
I've shafted you. You can have it with me, Kale.
No. I got to think now. I got to think.
I mean, I can buy you some time while I explain why I think it's my team. If you want to think about have a quick think. Right. Okay. So let's get everyone else. So Sam's gone to England. Was has gone to Turkey. Let's have a look. Is there anyone else? No, it's not. Anyone else? Get your comments in. I'll
go Netherlands. Just for the fun of it. You never know.
I mean, you're right. I mean, yeah, that was good. That was a good guess. If Netherlands win, me and Kish are gonna get violated after this video. Right, okay. So we got a dark horse. What do we reckon? What do we reckon we should go into next? We go for winners, or is that too sporadic?
Just a quick note to add on this. Does anyone think Belgium is a dark horse?
No.
Absolutely not.
Not wasting my time.
Obviously, if you look at it, their most influential player, Hazard. Well, you could say De Bruyne or Hazard, but Hazard's not been up for 2 years now, over 2 years, and he's had injuries.
Not a dark horse.
Wouldn't it just be mad for Hazard to just turn up and do bits in the Euros?
I mean, he will do bits.
It would make sense, to be honest with you.
Sam said Belgium. Like, I don't think Belgium qualify because I just think
look at that Belgian team. The Belgian team is far too stacked to be counted as dark horses.
I mean, they're the top 3 favorites, no? Who just
but defensively, they've still got Vertonghen and Alderweireld. Sorry, so it's still like it's an aging defense in a way.
Castagne's there. Courtois is still a very top quality goalkeeper.
Would you put Belgium in your top 3 to win it, lads?
Tielemans,
I won't put Belgium in my top.
They're good. They're a very good team, but not for me.
Oh, right, okay. Because if you're not, then you could technically claim them in a chat, man. Fuck it, you can claim them, Kish, if you want. It is what it is. Kish,
I don't even think the top. They won't come into my top 5 for teams.
Really?
Yeah.
I think my dark horse is Spain. So boy.
I mean, I've got France above them, Portugal.
I've got Italy above them, actually.
Do you think?
Above Belgium, bruv.
Yeah. I've got Italy above them. I'm not saying that right now.
I think it's Portugal, France, Belgium, top 3 favorites.
I agree with that as well. That's where I'm at. I suppose I hear what you're saying, Kish. It's not the same Hazard. De Bruyne has just broken his nose as well, so he's gonna be a bit rattled.
He'll be fine. He'll wear a mask. He'll wear Rudiger's mask.
Who have they got on the wings as well? Who is it?
Who's at Belgium?
Yeah.
Carrasco.
Carrasco, yeah, that's the one.
A man like Nasser Chadley's still doing bits or something.
I was just thinking.
Listen,
They got a Fellaini, man. It's so good.
Fellaini from Belgium, yeah?
No, Messi. Witzel would be there. What
was that, dude? Who's it, Kill?
Napoli. No.
Oh, he's Mertens.
Mertens,
Mertens, Mertens good. Look, it is what it is. Let us know. It's time to say in Belgium's have so much present failed to deliver. I think that's a very good point. All right, should we go for who we think is going to win it? Fuck it, let's just go for it. And we'll say who's the biggest flop team you think is going to be as well. Who wants to start first? Who wants to make the claim first? I think everyone's gone quiet.
Fuck it.
I'll win it.
I'll say it. They're doing it again. Portugal. Fuck it, I'm saying it. Yeah. I'm saying Portugal again.
I mean, Portugal definitely in the shout. Kale, what do you reckon?
I go Portugal. I think the squad that they have now compared to the time that they won it is miles better.
It's crazy better, isn't it?
And I think people will be taking him seriously, but I feel like with João Felix, with Bruno Fernandes, with Ronaldo in that team, are they gonna be enough to stop those three? I don't think a lot of teams can be.
I mean, that's a frightening front thing. They got Jota as well, who's got a goal in as well.
Come off the bench. Come off the bench, man.
I mean, that's what I mean, innit? He's got a goal in. Portugal will win it. Everyone who's still in the chat, who do you think is going to win it? Sam's gone France. Babas has gone England to win it. Kish, who are you going for?
Yeah, I think Deschamps has done a masterclass here. I think he knows that Giroud's hardly played for Chelsea this season, and Benzema back in is literally like a transfer. It's literally like buying him into the squad, and he has been, since Ronaldo left Madrid, he has been phenomenal for Madrid.
Tell him.
A front three of Benzema, Griezmann, and Mbappe. Are you mad? With Pogba spraying them balls. Pogba and my boy N'Golo and Pogba. Are you mad? Nah, he's doing bits. He's doing bits.
I mean,
that's
yes.
If Kante wins the Euros, is he the best midfielder of the generation?
I mean, Kante is up there with Makelele for me. Honestly, no banter. No, I'm not even bantering. Like,
if he's influential in France winning the Euros, he gets a Ballon d'Or for me.
He's definitely in the combo. Like,
in the last 3 years, he's won a World Cup, Champions League. It's elite.
And the league with Leicester not so long ago. Come on, man.
But the last guy I think to do that was literally Makelele. Apart from like the Spanish guys, the last person to do that was Makelele in terms of France.
The thing is, fellas, be honest with yourself. Compare the Portugal lineup and compare France.
The France.
You actually like compare.
There's
you know
too much balance in the French team for me, and they've been there, done that.
Way too much balance.
Done that. Look how Spain. You know what? We've done it once. Let's just copy and paste it, right?
Ruben Neves and João Moutinho are not Pogba.
I mean,
it's literally simple as that.
Pogba and Kante is illegal, bro.
I mean, huh?
Pogba Kante is a joke, man. They've got bad, but I don't know if Talisa
this is what I mean.
made it, but
João Felix is still improving. João Felix is not the end product.
It's the Benzema one for me. I think that's won it for them.
No,
that's finished. It's a game changer.
Benzema is the guy. Like, honestly, he's so underrated and he's top.
I mean, it all depends on how he gels into that squad. I mean, obviously the manager doesn't like him. I mean, he's picked him now. Well, I think it's undeniable for him to not pick him. There was reason before, not really big enough reason, but there was reason before. And I still think Giroud will start.
Oh no,
because he's his boy. And he's almost France's top goal scorer.
Giroud, that is an insult.
I mean, this is just me throwing it out here, but Karim Benzema for me is top 5 in the world as a striker. I don't think many can disagree with that.
For me, he's top 3
years.
I know he has, but people don't put him there, Cody. You know how it is.
Of course, facts. But he's been there.
Karim has to start.
People forget when Ronaldo was at Madrid, the amount of goals he provided for Ronaldo. He does the Giroud job, and he can do the selfless job. He can do it all.
Even when he was providing, he was still hitting 20 to 30 season, no problem. He was still bagging goals.
They got Mbappe. Who's their midfielder? They got so many bowlers.
Nah, that midfielder's joke.
I mean, don't be Pogba and Kante, but you got Corentin Tolisso, for example. I mean, you got players, man. Players are
an absolute joke.
They've got great.
Maybe
Is Kamavinga, is he gone as well? What are these boys gone?
Who's that? Kamavinga? No, Kamavinga didn't go. No.
Did not make it. Fucking hell. The fact that he's not made it, bro.
He's 18, man.
I know he's 18. I'm just looking at the squad. Their squad's illegal, man.
Plus, they're going to the Olympics. I imagine he's going to the Olympics.
What about your boy and Dembele? Did he make it, Kish?
Nah, I don't think he did.
But Musa Sissoko did.
Yeah, Big Musa made it. Big Musa.
That's why, because Deschamps, man. Like I imagine if Gignac didn't play in Mexico, he would have found a way to put Gignac in this team.
Yeah, true.
But they've only got France have only got 5 midfielders as well. They've got Pogba, Kante.
Yeah, look at those 5 midfielders though.
Kante is literally about 2 players.
And Colin Tolisso is good, to be fair.
Rogers, thank you, Sams, bro, man. Thank you, tuning, brother. As always. Yeah, keep going, Coach. Just what he says, right?
Yeah, just Rabiot is the only one in there where I'm just like, but other than that, well, as long as Kante and Pogba are fit for the whole tournament, they ain't got to worry about it.
Wait, who's the 3? So have they only got 2 strikers then? Is it just Giroud and Benzema?
In terms of forward line, they've got Giroud, Griezmann, Mbappe, Koeman, Lemar, and
they got Thuram's there.
Ousmane Dembele. Ben Yedder is the other striker.
Oh, Ben Yedder's been doing bits.
They got Thuram as well, Thuram from Mönchengladbach.
And yeah, Marcus Thuram as well.
Yeah, he's had a great season as well.
Isn't that's Leon's son, isn't it?
It's finished.
That's Leon Thuram's son, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, calm.
I mean, why is he talking there? I don't understand.
Well, he always makes it one way or another. Then defense, you got Varane, you got Koundé, you got Digne, you got Pavard, you got Hernandez, Kimpembe, Lenglet, Leo Dubois from Lyon. He's okay. But yeah.
Has Laporte gone to France or Spain?
Yes, Spain. Well, the midfield's decent. They got obviously Rabiot's probably going to start, isn't he? You think he's going to go 4-3-3? Do you think Rabiot will play?
Go 4-3-3. It'll be Sissoko, Kante, and Pogba.
Well, Tolisso's there as well, isn't it? So he has.
I think he's going 4-2-3-1.
I mean, he could go. He could put Griezmann behind Cam. That would make sense.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Griezmann and Mbappe on the right.
He's got Lemar, Coleman, and Mbappe for the wings, and Dembele. Yeah, Griezmann's playing Cam.
Unless he wants to do an Ole and put Pogba on the left.
Yeah, Mbappe on the bench. Mbappe, you'll be fine. Right, okay. Rabiot starts with Pogba and Kante. I think. Well, obviously they got a very difficult.
Is Martial not in the squad?
No, I didn't make it.
You're disrespectful.
Did you see the way I said that as well? Because I genuinely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he should. He's not. If he was fit this season, he would have made that.
Big man Tony.
I mean, he should make the squad. Like if he's fit, but he's not fit, so I'd take him. I'm not even bantering as well. Like, to
be fair, that's why you're not in front.
I mean, I would take him over Ben Yedder. Like, once they can play in multiple positions.
Oh, come on, man. No.
What do you mean you got Thuram? You don't need Ben Yedder.
Nah, come on, man.
They got Giroud, Ben Yedder, Thuram, and Benzema for up front. Come on.
Nah, come on, man.
What do you fucking mean? Come on, piss off. Anyways, we're not saying about that. This isn't about my boy Martial. Anyways, how have you even gotten to this? Right, France to win it, in my opinion, and Kish's opinion. Let us know if you're joining us. What your thoughts are. Yeah, so let's move on. So we got the winners. Should we do biggest flops? Do you think? I don't know if that's a thing. What do you think is gonna? I don't know if this. This is just like a Nostradamus one. This is like, I told you they're not going to do well, and everyone thought.
Why do I feel that England are going to be the biggest flop?
Hungry. They're not doing well at all. I feel that right.
Is that a flop though?
Nah, it's not a flop.
Oh, look at Kia's so serious about it, right? Anyone got any thoughts?
England, man. England, that's a worry. Like you said with Scotland, man, that's worrying. That if they lose that game against Scotland, Jay, if they don't even draw and they lose it, that's so much pressure, man, in that team. These groups, man, are deadly. Oh, England, man, could be. If he plays these CDMs of what you might have been saying, it could be dangerous, you know. These games for England.
What I'm gonna say is this: Scotland plays Scott McTominay centre back. If you lose to this team, you forget about it.
Is he playing centre back for them?
Yeah. So if you lose,
there's no way England lose. This man doesn't know he's tracking run. If he slapped him in the face, he just doesn't. He doesn't do it. Like him and Dyer, I said about would be fucking world class. Your Dyer, obviously, Kish. That's not my team, sadly. Right, okay. Should I start here? I'm gonna just throw a random team out for the sake of it. I think North Macedonia won't do as well as people think. Kale's got enough to come out of the group. I'm not sure about that.
Bro, you underestimate the 37-year-old Goran Pandev, Inter Milan legend, Champions League winner. Come on, bro.
I mean, he's an absolute baller, but he's got like 10 pace. Like
because he's 37. But bro, you just don't underestimate that 10 pace.
Run faster, bro. Run faster.
That 10 can turn to 20 real quick.
Oh, so for England, I'm bringing it home. No, I don't know who to pick. No, I'm thinking Netherlands. I'm gonna say Netherlands. Fuck it.
Oh, I should have said Netherlands actually. Yeah.
But you can't pick the same team, Kish. It's just obviously is what, isn't it?
I just don't like Frank de Boer.
I know you don't. I'm based on the fact that Van Dijk's not gone. I don't know who his replacement is. Does anyone know?
Got De Vrij. They've got De Vrij and De Ligt.
I mean, De Ligt's obviously there. De Vrij.
Wait, is Van Dijk not in the team?
No, he said he's not going to go.
The thing about De Ligt is obviously still young. He's got a big future, but he's been a bit off it recently, and he's young. So you got time and you got patience for him to get better. But
since he left Ajax, man.
Yeah, he's not hit the levels that they hope at Juventus just yet. So maybe it might not be his tournament this time round. Yeah, I don't have faith in them either.
Going forward, they're good to watch, but defensive, they're an absolute shambles. That's just me. But every time I watch them, they're high scoring games, so they're probably entertaining. So I think Netherlands they're probably going to be the team to bottle it for me personally. Claudia, what do you reckon?
No, yes, I'm going with them as well. If it wasn't going to be them, I was going to say Belgium. So one of the two. But I'll go Netherlands. All right,
so I just made two then. Kale, what do you reckon?
Biggest flop. Either England or Spain.
Dang.
I mean, if it's England, Southgate needs to pack his bag there, at Rocky.
Yeah, I think Spain they're gonna have a really bad tournament because who's the manager? Luis Enrique.
I love Enrique. I don't know. I'm just throwing out there now.
I love Enrique as a club manager, as a Barcelona.
Who they got up front? Who Spain got up front?
Morata, innit?
Exactly.
Gunman. Don't disrespect fam.
I mean, who else have they got? It must be Morata, innit?
Let me go to their squad quickly.
Ferran Torres.
Ferran Torres. I was about to say.
He's a makeshift striker, I guess. I'll go through their team quickly if you want me to.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool. So De Gea's gone. Unai Simon from Atletico and Robert Sanchez. Yeah,
De Gea's made it.
He made it indeed. Laporte, Alba, Gaia, Pau Torres, Llorente, Eric Garcia. Oh boy, Cesar Azpilicueta.
Dead.
And then you got the midfield is still. I mean, Busquets is old, but you still got Koke. You got Marcos Llorente, Thiago. You got Rodri, Fabian from Napoli is very good.
Man, that sounds dead.
It's not. If it sounds dead to you, but they function well. That's the whole point.
No, but it's the legs, in it. In international football, you need that energy. I can't.
Yeah, but apart from Busquets, none of these guys are old men.
You got Adama Traore who just runs in a straight line and
he's Portuguese.
Oil on his bicep.
Adama Traore was not running for a straight run when he went through West Ham. Shout out Dan, by the way.
And obviously, you got to hope they don't go to penalty shootouts with the goalkeeper, man.
Up top, they've got a good amount of quality up front. To be fair, good I say, not like top level, but good. You got.
But bearing in mind, Jed, they used to have David Villa and Fernando Torres up front. Now you got Morata.
Yeah, that's football.
You've gone from Xavi. You've gone from Xavi and Iniesta. You've gone from Xavi and Iniesta to who like.
England go from Gerrard Sqaud to John Henderson, Calvin Phillips.
Exactly.
Who were the times, fam? You know what I'm saying?
We've gone from Gary Neville to look at the 4 right backs we've got. You know what I mean?
Take your pick.
Their forwards are Morata, Mikel Oyarzabal, Moreno, Dani Olmo, Pedro. Pedri's gone, 18-year-old. Wow.
I mean, Torres,
Adama Traore, Pablo Sarabia. See, the thing is,
has Ansu Fati gone? Is Fati gone?
Bro, they left him. They left Ansu Fati off the team. Come on.
He's been injured.
Oh, yeah. Moreno's had a brilliant season, as was my fans now.
Yeah, but we are going to say they're not good. They're definitely not as good as the teams they had in the past. That's a fact.
They still got some decent players in there.
They still got good players in this team.
Thiago, Busquets is good midfield.
They still got good players in this team, and not
It
everyone.
reminds me of Portugal, though. It reminds me of Portugal back in the day when they were relying on Figo and then Ronaldo, a young Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean? It reminds me of that, where they had a good team, but you knew they weren't going to win anything.
No, but Thiago's not had a great season. Who are the others? Busquets is old, and he's not had a great season, to be honest. Who else is there? It was
Koke's in there.
Koke's a good player, man.
Koke's doesn't pull up trees. Llorente doesn't pull up trees. Had a decent season at Atletico, though.
He's a good player.
I don't know, man. It doesn't.
Triple H isn't there as well. You know, your boy.
How is
the
Ramos?
king of kings.
It's leadership, man. It's that. Like I said,
how is Ramos not made that?
Well, this is why I was annoyed with them, because Eric
That's what I wanted to flop.
He's played 6 Premier League games this season. Ramos is literally now fit, but you didn't want to pick him anyway.
Yeah, I'm not Ramos.
It's the Real Madrid Barca
He's
rival.
been fit for a while, man. Ramos has been fit for a while. He's been doing his.
Is PK? Has PK made it, or is PK retired?
No. PK's time's up, man. Forget about him.
He's done.
He's done. A guy that said last year that I will leave.
Who they got on fullbacks? Who's their fullbacks again?
Jordi Alba.
Just say Jordi Alba and who's the other one? Jose Gaya, and then at right back you have Cesar Spilicueta and I guess Llorente.
No, that is dead.
It'll be Aspi.
Dead.
I mean, it is a bit dead. I'm not gonna lie, but they'll do a job.
You guys think it's dead. Me personally,
I mean, I don't think he's that bad though. There's a lot of experience there. Like you got in international football, it bodes as well for me personally. Like it's all pressure, man. You got the whole country's pressure on you, man. It's a big thing, man, in these games, man. But who said Spain in it? Was that you? Was that Kale?
Kale.
It's gonna be for Kale said it.
Yeah,
Right, Koji, who's your team then? Who are you going for? Belgium.
What?
Biggest flop. Who said? Did you go for?
I said I agreed with you. Or in Holland, the Dutch.
Holland. Kish, who was yours?
I said England.
Oh, okay. Fucking okay, right. That's interesting. We got 2 Holland, Spain, and England. Obviously, get your comments in. You guys know the drill by now. England are bringing it home. England has flop written all over it. There you go. Donny van der Beek gonna have a great tournament. Did he even go?
Yeah,
He
just
went. Made it.
Of course he went.
Fuck me, I'm up.
He's their best midfielder.
I mean, he is, but there was. Fuck me, I know, man. I've done it now. Anyways, let's move on to the other awards, which are top goal scorers, player of the tournament, top assist, that kind of shit. Should we start with top goal scorers? Let's go for the gunman first. Who wants to go first? Anyone got any shouts?
Ciro Immobile.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
No.
Right. Immobile. Okay. Kale, what are you going for?
I'll go Lukaku.
That's what I was going for. Kish, you going for?
Just because he's probably going to take every single free kick, pen, everything. Ronaldo, Portugal.
No, Ronaldo, Lukaku, the absolute no-brainers to me, I must say. But I don't want to say the same player, so I'm going to say French player. And I'm going to go for my boy that always does well in cup competitions, Antoine Griezmann. In fact, fuck it. Let's go for... let's stick with Griezmann. I don't think Benzema's going to play every game, so I would have said Benzema, the future self. When I watch his back, you were going to say Benzema, but you bottled it. I'm going to go Griezmann.
Oh, if he starts Giroud, man, after picking Benzema, if he starts Giroud.
Top scorer, we got Lukaku in the chat. Let us know. I'm going to go Griezmann just to spice it up a bit. So we got Griezmann, Immobile, Lukaku, and Ronaldo. Obviously, if you've got anything different, by all means, feel free to let us know.
Just imagine if Thomas Muller goes on another spree of scoring.
I love Muller, mate.
He only does that at World Cups.
That's true, but he's back now. He had a break.
Yeah, man, you should have gone for Goran Pandev. With that 10 pace, banging them in.
He'll come in second. Lukaku, just nudge him.
Kale bottled that hard, man. Absolutely bottled it. Right, top assist. I'm going to start that one off. Why the fuck not? I don't know who I'm going for, so I don't know why I've gone first. You know what? I'm going to go João Felix. Fuck it. Let's put João Felix.
Okay.
Just mix it up a bit, innit? Cody, what are you saying?
Top assist.
I was gonna say Bruno, but I thought Felix would get it.
Nah, I'm gonna go for. I want to go for Paul Pogba. I'm backing this year.
No, I was thinking Pogba as well. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think he'll get this assist. Kel, what are you saying?
Yeah, it was either gonna be Pogba or Bruno, but I'll go Bruno.
You Man United fan?
I'll go Saka then, innit?
That makes more sense. Right, Kish, what are you saying? Just can go for Lloris now, isn't he? Fucking hell.
Jack Grealish.
Oh, we haven't mentioned any of the English
Grealish
players.
is not playing 1 minute of that tournament.
I mean, if he doesn't, can we just we'll end on this English chat. We haven't mentioned any of the England players. Now that I think about it, they've got now for top goal scorer, Kane could quite easily get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kane won the Golden Boot in the World Cup.
Yeah, he did. So fuck me, we drag him to Griezmann. That was a bit thick. Right. Anyways, player of the tournament. Anyone got anyone in mind that they want to start off? I'm just bottling it.
I'm gonna back the boy Karim Benzema.
Okay, player of the tournament. Fair enough.
Diogo Jota.
Okay, I love that we're going for like proper obscure shots. I like that. I don't know if it's not really, is it? Kale, have you got one?
Goran Pandev.
That's absolute quality. I'm gonna go for Paul Lavelle Pogba. I'm going for Pogba. Fuck it. Let's back the boy. Obviously, it is what it is. You gotta back the homies. I think France will do well. I think Benzema was probably my first shout. But go for Paul Lavelle Pogba. Right, we're just gonna finish on the English chat because we haven't done enough of it. Have I missed anything out? We don't need to do manager, do we? Really, innit? I mean, no one really.
Whoever wins it is the manager of the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, okay, I think that's the end of the video. We're just going to quickly finish off with the English chat. Just quickly, obviously, what are your thoughts on your lineup? Who would you guys go for? I'm just curious. Obviously, let us know in the chat. I said obviously about 9 times now. Kesh, do you want to start?
What, in terms of what team I reckon he's going to play with?
Fuck what he's doing, because I don't like him. What would you do if you're in charge of your Southgate?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, you got to do the formation, though, because it's pointless not doing it, because we know that stuff happens.
Yeah, I'd do a 4-2-3-1 formation.
I mean, he's definitely doing 3-4-3, Kish.
Yeah, I mean, he is going to do 3-4-3, but I would like him to do 4-2-3-1. I think who he is going to play is he's going to play the 3 centre-halves. So he's going to play Maguire either on the left or central. He's going to play Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. And then it's a toss-up, in my opinion, in terms of who he picks after Walker and Maguire. I think he will pick John Stones because he's had a good season for Man City. I think it's going to be John Stones, Maguire, and Walker. That sounds so poor, but there you go. And then I think he's going to play the wing backs. And I think, you know what, Kale was right.
Goalkeeper?
Yeah, well, Pickford, he's just going to play him, and he played him in the World Cup.
Who did you put left back? Sorry, I missed that.
I think left back. It's weird. Shaw is he should play, but if you're going to play that formation. It'll be Chilwell on the left, and then on the right hand side, even though I don't want him to, he'll play Trent, I think, as the right wing back. And then I think in the centre midfield, I'm just basing on what I think he's going to do. I think it's going to be. Go on. Yeah, I think it's going to be Henderson. I don't think he will play Phillips. I think it'll be Henderson, Mason Mount, and then Henderson, Mason Mount. I really don't want him to play Phillips. I just know that this guy. All right, go on. I think this is what he's going to do. He's going to play Calvin Phillips. He's going to play Henderson, and he's going to play Mason Mount, and then he's going to play the 3 of Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, and Jadon Sancho.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Raheem Sterling starts over Grealish, Foden, and Rashford.
No, but it's just he goes on favourites. Southgate goes on favourites, and if you look at who he's picked in the last 3-4 years consistently, he's played Sancho.
I'm not
he's also played.
He's not going to play Grealish because he doesn't like Grealish, obviously.
Sorry. Instead of Calvin Phillips, it'll be Declan Rice. Sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking you missed Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Kale, what do you reckon, bro?
Is it what you expect him to play, or
I
what?
mean, I would say, what would you do personally? We've got Kish Southgate, and he's done it. He's done that part. What would you go for if you were in charge?
I would also go. To be fair, I'd start 3 at the back. I'd go 3-4-3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. 5. Yeah. 3-4-3. I don't know. It's confusing. 3-4-3. I'll go Dean Henderson in goal.
Wow.
Kyle Walker right centre back. Maguire centre back, and John Stones left centre back.
Mm-hmm.
I'd play Trent right wing back. Saka or left wing back because I'm always backing Saka, so don't just that is what it is.
I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, even though it's deluded. But I mean, yeah, it's nice. I'm joking. I'm joking because there's nothing. I can't hate on Saka, man. I really rate him, so fair play.
I'd also play Declan Rice. I would have said Jude Bellingham, but I think he's too young, so I'll go Declan Rice, Declan Rice, Phil Foden.
Ooh,
in the center, and then Jadon Sancho, Harry Kane, and Sterling.
Oh wow! Okay, interesting. Our teams are somewhat similar. Kojo, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I will go in goal. Dean Henderson. I'll actually do a 4-3-3. Go Kyle Walker right back, Stones and Maguire centre back, Luke Shaw left back. Declan Rice holding. I will play Foden and Mount in the 3.
Okay, I like that.
And up top, I would put on the right Jadon Sancho, obviously Harry Kane up top, and on the left. Actually, you know what? No, I'll put Foden on the left. I'll move Jude Bellingham into midfield.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm going creative overloads. That's what I'm doing.
I mean, I must say, out of all the teams that we selected, coaches, for me personally, is the one I would love. However, I'm trying to be realistic as well, so I don't think he'll go 4-3-3. So I'm
Kojo's team actually sounds really good. I'd be well.
I mean, Kojo should be manager. You know, he's got great credibility. You know, take his team from fourth to second.
We do this again.
That's what they can coach Kojo. That's what they can coach Kojo.
That's why it's Coach Kojo.
You know, if you think about it logically, England's midfield is mad. Like Foden, Grealish,
Mount is all right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about Grealish. Okay, Foden. I forgot about Grealish. I forgot he existed.
I was thinking, why are you not put Grealish in? He's like one of your favorite players.
Yeah. Me and Dance. I'll definitely put Grealish in there. I actually forgot about him completely. Yeah. So Foden, Mount in the midfield with Rice, and then Grealish on the left.
I mean, you've just stole my thunder there, but it is what it is. I'll still say it. I'm gonna have to go 3-4-3 because I know he's not gonna play 4 at the back, so I'm not gonna waste my breath. So in there, I mean, someone's put Sam Johnson in here, and I'm not gonna lie, right? Out of the 3 options, he's actually had the best season out of the 3 of them, I'd say.
What, relegation?
I mean, it's not his fault, is it, that they got relegated?
No, you're
because Robertson got relegated at Hull as well.
That's like saying Scott Parker getting manager of the season.
Mad.
Wow. Did Robertson not get relegated with Hull? Or am I tripping? I'm sure he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, exactly. And that, you know how that panned out. But anyways, I think Sam Johnson's the best out of the 3. However, I'm gonna, stick to my United. Henderson in there. Henderson in there. Right wing back. It has to be. No, I want James personally. So I'm going to go for James. Right, I'm going to go Reece James. I think he's had a good season. I think he's coming in with the confidence. Man's won the Champions League. He's going to be on cloud 9, so to speak. Right centre back, I think we all agree with the back 3. Walker, Maguire, Stones. Left wing back, again, my biasness is what it is. Luke Shaw, without a shadow of a doubt. England's best left back. It's not even close for me in terms of the season. I like the Saka shout, I must say, over Chilwell. I personally think Chilwell. I mean, I did say earlier to you, Saka doesn't get the team, but now that I've thought about it, over Chilwell, I would pick Saka, which isn't going to be a popular opinion, but it's for us. Anyways, moving on to the midfield, which are kind of given. The 2 midfielders, Declan Rice, that's the start. I mean, he's one of the first in the team sheet for me personally. Alongside Declan Rice, that is the question, and it's difficult. I mean, I said Mason Mount earlier. You have to get Mason Mount in the team, don't you, really? So I'm going to say I'm going to keep him in the team, although that could quite easily be anyone. But I'll say Mason Mount. Front 3, Grealish on the left. I mean, the most underrated English player at the moment, Jadon Sancho on the right, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin up top. Anyways, that's my team. Kids of what?
Honestly, I got my concentration back when you said DCL rather than Kane. I was like, well.
I mean, yeah, obviously Kane has to start, but I would put Rashford there. Anyways, let's go. Let's just have a quick chat regarding England in general. Obviously, some of us think they're going to flop. Who was that who said that England are going to UKish? Why do you think that's going to be the case?
I just think that whenever the confidence is running high with the England team in the past, whether they've got to the quarters or semis, it's always the one after where they seem to fail. I think the expectations with this is, look at the midfield I've just mentioned to you. Grealish, Foden, Mason Mount, players that haven't even gone like your Madisons. This midfield is people, there you go. People be dreaming of that. And I really think with Southgate, he's going to overthink it, and he's going to do the English approach, which is stick defensive. And I think that's
he's definitely going Phillips and Rice.
I do think he's going to be the downfall for the reason why England severely flop in this tournament.
I honestly think it's going to be a midfield of Declan Rice and Henderson. Like, he's going to go full DMs. That I can't see him putting Mount on. Like I've suggested personally. Obviously, Cole just put Foden in there. Like I'm not opposed to either of them. I don't really have a preference. They've both been quality this season. I think they deserve it. Kale, what do you reckon? Obviously, did you say Spain, isn't it? That your biggest flop team. So I'm going to give you obviously the opportunity to explain that, because obviously when we watch this back later, at least we know where our thought process was. So it'd be nice for us to watch it. What do you reckon? Why are you basically writing Spurs off?
Writing Spurs off? I always write Spurs off. Don't worry.
Spain.
Nice.
Writing Spain off. It sounds the same. I mean, flop and Spurs just went hand in hand there in my head. So
exactly.
There's no need for that.
It's one of those things where they have a history, so that's the reason why everybody expects them to do so well. But recent tournaments, and they haven't been playing that well either. To be honest, I'm part of the. I don't think they played that well during the 2010 World Cup, to be honest with you. But they ended up winning it. But it is what it is. I just don't think they're playing that well. The team that they have at their disposal, like Kish was saying before, with the likes of David Villa and Fernando Torres, like, they just don't have those types of players anymore. Even the midfield is just sparse, man. It's full of players that like to play deep. Nobody likes to break and get forward. Yes, they might find a Ferran Torres, but is Ferran Torres that clinical? Ansu Fati's not in the team, and Ansu Fati, when he was playing for Spain,
why is he not in the team? That really does.
I don't know. He might be injured. I'm not sure, but if he isn't and he's not in the team, it's ludicrous, because when you look at Spain previously, when they were playing, it's him that you were looking at, because he was doing all the damage. Yeah. So I just they don't have anybody on the wings that I trust. They don't have anybody up front that I trust. So who's scoring their goals? I just think they're not.
It's a good point. Morata is born offside as well. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. He's Timo Werner's Spanish brother. So I don't trust it.
Ron's put Spain back to Germany recently. Again, this is me being honest. I don't keep up to date with the latest international football. So I might sound deluded, but who knows? I might have that beginner's luck, so to speak, because I don't know what the fuck I'm waffling about. He's put, I think Germany will flop big time. They can't beat Moldova. I personally said Germany would be my dark horse, and as we stated earlier, it's because of the squad they've got in depth. On paper, they've got too much quality for me, Germany. It's only friendly. I don't think they give a shit about those things. But my team was Holland, wasn't it? And Coach's was Holland. I'll speak on the bar of us both. So the police are here to take me away and shit. Regarding Holland, it's just what Kish said. The manager's not particularly brilliant. I just think they're actually worse off than Spain for me personally. They've got not enough experience in that team. Like, I feel like Ryan Babel still plays for him. I don't think he does, but he probably does. He's probably wasn't within contention.
He might do.
He might have still been in contention, which says a lot about where they're at. Of course, they have got some talent in that team. Memphis Depay has been injured, if I'm not wrong. He's been kind of like quiet of late.
He's had a really good season for Leon. He's had his best season. Yeah, he's had his best goals and assists. He's got like 20 plus goals and about 15 odd assists. He's had a really good year.
This is where I say that I didn't know what I was talking about. I don't keep up to date with all the players, I've got to be honest. So, but just for me personally, they rely too much on him and Gini Wijnaldum in particular. Them two tend to do it for Holland a lot from the games I've watched. But defensively, without Van Dijk, if they had Van Dijk, I wouldn't have put him in this category. But without Van Dijk, I mean, that defense not really exciting for me. So for me personally, I don't think Netherlands are going to be the team. No, I've always liked Netherlands, so I won't be mad if they do well. But Spain beat Germany 6-0 last November. I mean, this is a completely different Germany.
But it's a friendly, isn't it? Friendlies are always different.
Look, Germany don't give a shit, man. I watch Germany with it. But listen, we're going to wrap it there. Obviously, to our future selves that are watching this, just bear in mind that when we did this, we were just chatting shit basically, but you just got easy and stuff. Don't clip too much in it, boys. Don't clip us too much. Make sure you drop a like. Obviously, subscribe to the channel for more. Obviously, check out Kill's channel 3 in Midfield. As always, their link will be down below. Check out Kish's socials. That will be down below. We'll be back maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. Who knows? But we'll be back with more content regarding the Euros. To be fair, I'm just going to enjoy it because I gotta be honest, I don't really give that much of a shit who wins or loses. I'm just there to enjoy the football. But it's been your boy Osman. We're back very soon.